Now, this is very, very, very safe because he's in a position where he has control of that range. Nothing needs to break. That's his range. Nothing needs to tear or anything like that. You might get cramping because muscles are being turned on in positions they're not used to being in. Cramping's fine. If you get any pain that's not a cramp, but pain that you think sounds like more of a soft tissue type pain, just back off a tiny bit and get them to work within a pain-free range. Because remember, you're trying to get the nervous system to light things up here and connect the dots. And if you're experiencing pain, the message that goes back to the nervous system is this person's going to hurt themselves. So I've got to stop him. I've got to use pain as a protective mechanism to stop him from doing this because I don't want him to hurt himself. He's not going to improve. The other thing that's worth bearing in mind is there's a fair bit of literature that suggests that if you train somewhere, you get a neurological 15-degree carryover either side of where you train. So let's say that his active range allowed him to get up here, but it caused pain. If I just back him off a little bit to here, where there's no pain, he's still going to get the relevant effect. And, maybe in a month's time, we can get him up here. Who knows? You can do knee flexion, knee extension, isometrics. So I actually do that for people who have knee injuries. I'll actually restore their extension and flexion with the isometrics, but then I'll actually make sure, because a lot of the re-injuries come from the rotational deficiency, I'll actually give them an isometric for their tibial rotation in both directions. So it's like, it applies to any joint. If you want to give that person a better joint, and like I picked shoulder stuff tonight because we're talking throws, but if we were talking about like squash players, like a lot of this would be wrists. If we were talking wrestlers, like this might have been necks. But so you pick your hierarchy of like, what are the tissues that are going to have problems? What are the tissues that traditionally do have problems? What's this athlete? How does the athlete move? What are their deficiencies? What's their injury history? And then you pick like, what's my criteria of the things that are most important? I can help this person with probably the most. So yeah, it could be the knee.